Where can I? There it goes. All right. Are you a Jeep guy? I'm not. Not. But I have been enjoying working on my 81 CJ7 with the 4.2, and I've had some issues with it. And, you know, I'll put a link to the playlist below for this guy. You can let me know how I'm doing as far as working on a Jeep for not being a Jeep guy. I've knocked some stuff out this morning if you guys have been following along. So I went ahead and I got the transfer case mounted on the back of the T5 Trans. I changed the rear seal as well before I did that. And then I've kind of just been kind of knocking off a couple other things that are kind of boring, like changing the fluid in the T5, and I changed the fluid in the transfer case. And I've got 80W90 in it, and there's a lot of speculation on the internet in the Jeep community as to what's supposed to go in these. Could be anything from automatic transmission fluid to synchro mesh from Pennzoil or whatever else. So I said, I'm going to throw some 80-90 in it, some cheap stuff. We're going to kind of go from there, see how that works out. To catch you guys up to speed, this is a older 4.2 liter 258 out of a Jeep. Another Jeep that a guy did an LS swap in, and he had to swap to a T5 transmission. And what I had in this thing before was a 4.8 liter, same thing, 4.2 liter 258 with the SR4 transmission. Unfortunately, that engine has some problems, and I didn't really feel like, diagnosing them and going over them and putting a new head on it or anything like that. And I found a killer deal on this setup here. And that transmission is literally the reason I bought this, because now it's a 5-speed trans. I can get on the freeway, do freeway speeds, and be comfortable doing it. The transmission that had it before was an SR4 trans, which is not known to be a great trans by any means in any platform. So, now I've got motor mounts on it. So I got that installed. You can't see it, but I got a new trans mount on it and a new... they call this a torque strap or a torque arm thing. I guess we'll find out. And then motor mount on it here. Did a little welding this morning to weld up some things that needed to be welded up because I'm not using it anymore. Pulled the carb off because we have a new carb for this guy. And now I need to get it. Need to get this in that. This in that. So that's the plan today. I just kind of want to get it in place. I don't know if I'm going to get to bolting up the transmission today, but we'll see. We'll see where we get. So, yeah, here goes nothing. Let me see if I can get it in place by myself, which is sometimes a deal. Sometimes it's not. And then we'll be closer to getting this thing on the road. I'm going to put a strap on this in the front somewhere. Try to get it to turn around for me. There we go. Sometimes you got to improvise when you're doing things by yourself. I don't like having this stuff so high. Let's go in. Okay. Now, I'm gonna go down some. Go in some. Hey, we're making some progress. Now, let's go down some more. It's gonna be a ballet of up and down and turn, up and down and turn. The goal here is to get this mount into this hole here, and we're pretty close. We're about an inch away on this side, and I think we're a little further away on this side, but once we get closer we can start letting it down. I don't know if everything falls into place. Oh, so close. Oh, it's right there. Oh. There it goes. All right. Here's one. Now I gotta get this dude to land on this side. Oh, we're real close. We're like, need to find a way to get over there somehow. Because I still have a little ways to go. Get it into place. Oh no, how did I do that? That's alright, I'll fix that in a minute. Oh, crap. Well, I'll need that. Okay, noted. Dumb things that you could have prevented. 101. I'm your teacher. Alright, I moved the chain a little bit. I'm going to see if it allows some rotation. Because if it does, it'll allow us to move this guy. Oh, very close. That's it right there. Can I let it down like that? Let's see how talented I am one-handed. Oh, look at that. Oh no. Oh no. Did I come out of this side? No. Oh, hang on. I got it. Oh, there we go. We're in. We have an issue with the stupid mistake I made, but we're in. Now I'm gonna jack up the trans just a little bit. Here we go. All right. Ladies and gents, that is in there. That is in there. On today's version of maybe don't do what I do, I'm having an issue with getting my cross member to line up. When I get it all bolted up to the transmission, this left side here, or is it the right side? I think it's the right side here, bolts up just fine to the frame. But this side is like an inch off. And I'm pretty sure this thing has been bent. So what I'm doing is getting creative with using a ratchet strap to bend that middle. Now it sprung back a lot. Well, you kind of see what I was doing there. I don't know if this is going to work or not, but It's something. There's definitely some spring in the middle, which is not helpful. Yeah, so that just opened up another ½ inch when I let go of that deal there. I have a feeling this is not going to be a whole lot of fun to get lined up. I don't think we're very deep into this video. I decided I really need to kind of turn and burn today. So it hasn't been very long to you guys, but it's been 6 hours for me. I've been out here since noon at 6 o'clock, and engine in, transmission crossmember on, and I'll show you guys that when it's not so cold on the ground, maybe. That little trick with the ratchet straps worked. It compressed it just a little bit, but just enough that I could like get a pry bar over and move that metal to get all the bolts to line up. So I didn't have to drill any extra bolts. I didn't have to do no hogging or rigging or anything like that, which is nice. I didn't really want to do that. So all the transmission's all bolted up. You can see it like sits pretty far back there. So I'll have to see how that works on the plate that goes there, and that's an aftermarket shifter too, so their tower's a little bit bigger. I don't think that's going to be much of a problem. I don't think that's going to be much of a problem. It looks good though. I can probably fabricate whatever I need to make that work, because there we go. That's a little bit of trimming and throw the plate on it. We're probably going to be just fine. So that's cool. Motor's in. I still have to like fully tighten down the motor mounts, but everything's in. Bolts are on the bottom. I still have to I may have to buy a long flexible magnet to get down in there and try to get the throttle bracket that I have lost down the exhaust. So there's that kind of sucks. Actually need to look into that, because this may have a different exhaust flange that I need anyway. So maybe that was a blessing. Who knows? But I mean, I'm not surprised that motor fits well, right? It's a 4.2 in a Jeep. But it took me a little bit of time to get everything going, to get the transfer case on, fluids changed in both of the transfer case and transmission. I still have to change the oil here. I crushed the oil filter when I had issues getting it in the frame, but that's okay. We're going to change the oil on this anyway. But yeah, now we're in a place where we can move ahead. So I'm going to shut it down tonight and take a shower, and maybe go warm up a little bit. It got a little chilly out here. But tomorrow I will, we're going to go over what the plan is for the rest of this. So I want to share that with you guys so you know what's coming ahead. Got some pretty cool parts for this. It's not, some of it's kind of a well-anticipated upgrade for these things. Some of it may not be that adopted from Jeep guys, I should say, but we'll find out. So we'll see y'all tomorrow, and then show you what we got planned. Well, what do you think, Fred? Yeah? Yeah, me too. So, yeah, well, like he was saying, we're glad to finally have the engine and trans back in the Jeep. It means that we can, finally make some progress on this thing. Fingers crossed this engine doesn't give us the problem the other one did. Little update. I had to cut the pipe in half down here to rescue the linkage piece that fell down in it, which is over here. Forgive the mess. But we rescued it, so, turns out we're probably not going to need it. And, well, it's a great point to show you guys the plan. So come with me. If you're a Jeep guy, you might not like this. If you are a Jeep guy, you might like this. I don't know. I don't know if this is frowned upon or not, but this is my plan. So that Jeep came with a carburetor, and I think they call it a BBD or BPD, one or the other carburetor. In fact, it's right here. Right there. And I know they can work pretty well, and I could probably rebuild it and stuff like that. But before I bought this engine and trans, I got tired of messing with the other one and said, you know what? I'm going to do what I'm comfortable with, and that is this right here. Holley 2-barrel carburetor. Now, this is like a 390 CFM carburetor, little bitty butterflies. And I found one online. And I bought a rebuild kit for it, which is still over in boxes. So that's one. Got a little adapter kit for it. And I'll have part numbers and stuff on this when we install all this fun stuff. But yeah, so that's going to be that portion of it. And that should work pretty good. Then carburetor kit, a little air cleaner, it's going to clean it up just a little bit in there. And then we're going to get rid of the electronic ignition that's on the box over there and go with simplified JEGS HEI 6-cylinder distributor for a Jeep. Now, I think I have to change this oil pump shaft, which is not a big deal. You just knock this pin out and change it for the other one. So we'll probably be doing that because I'm not sure that this is compatible for the soft metal camshaft that's in there now. And then for cooling, we're gonna run an electric fan. Now, this one was on sale. I think I know why, because it's plastic chrome. So there's that. I'm real excited about that. Real excited. Just found that out, actually. I've had this for quite a long time. I haven't opened it, but that is what it is. And then not out here, which I'm going to have to get in a little bit, is I have a Champion 3 or 4 core aluminum radiator for it that's going to go up there behind the grill, and when we're getting ready for that. So yeah, that's the plan. That's next couple weeks I'm gonna probably have to fix the exhaust, which I think that cat is questionable, catalytic converter, so we're gonna replace that with something, and then I'm gonna have to do that piece of it. Sorry, I got interrupted there from my wife for a bit. Anyway, where was I? Okay, just plans. We've got to throw the drive shafts back underneath it. And then we got to hook up the clutch, which is not too bad to do, hopefully. Exhaust, like I was saying. And then we can start kind of getting after it in here. So I'm going to be carefully removing this added stuff that whoever was in here before that doesn't need to be there, so that shouldn't be too big of a deal. And kind of getting this thing aligned, I think I'm gonna have to make a throttle cable bracket. I'm got to make spark plug wires, change the fluids, get rid of this fan, a few things, but it won't be too bad. So some of that I'm going to do off camera because it's just tedious stuff that just kind of takes forever. Got to take your time with. I'm going to make sure I get the power steering hook back up. I don't know if I'm going to use the pump down here, the pump that's already on the motor. But I got some things to do. So I'm going to be taking this week to kind of do some small stuff, get some things aligned, get some things tightened up, and get them where they need to be so we can start making progress with getting this thing running. So hopefully in the next couple of videos, this thing will at least fire up. That's the plan. So I think we can probably make that happen. And once it's kind of fired up, everything else should kind of fall into place. And then I have all sorts of stuff. These boxes are full of things like switches and trim covers and all these switches and levers and stuff like that. So I'd like to try to get that done as soon as I can so I can put this dash piece back on, get the windshield back hooked up, get the new bracket, or not new, but the painted brackets back on it, and get all that stuff kind of buttoned up. And then shifters and whatnot. And maybe in a month or two, we'll be driving this thing. Maybe faster than that. Depends on what my weekends look like and how fast I can get some of this little stuff done. But we've got taillights, we've got side markers. I'm going to do a little bit more body stuff. I'm going to sand all these down and paint them with epoxy. So when we put the fenders on, they'll prevent rust from future stuff. And yeah. So what do you guys think? Is it finally coming along like it should? Are you guys tired of this project? You may be, but you know what? I got to get it done. So I appreciate you hanging in there anyway. And then we can move on to one of these other projects because there's something to do on just about everything in here. So thanks for coming along. You can see we got plenty to do. Come hang out with us. Let us know where you're at. Let us know where you're from. I'm curious. We'll find out where everybody's from. And let us know what you want to see next, maybe. I have some ideas. But, you know, there's some stuff out here in case you want to take a gander. And we'd love to have you hang out with us if you're new to the channel. So please consider subscribing and hanging out with us if you're new. Other than that, we're not too active, but I'm trying to get a little bit better at social media. So Facebook and Instagram at the RacerX Garage. Check us out. We've got some hoodies. We've got hats and a couple other things on our website at racerxgarage.com if you want to check that out. But if you just want to support the channel like you guys have, share this with your friends. Share one of the videos that you think they would like and ask them to come hang out with us. That's free. It's awesome. Other than that, I think we're done with this one. And I'm really looking forward to being able to put this thing around. So is Fred. I agree. Yeah. So until next time, y'all know the deal. Y'all be good.